second storm, and you get the water intrusion behind here, and we could lose all the way through this walk without if we didn't do anything.
How high will it be approximately?
It's going to be this light. It's going to be
same height. Okay.
Yeah, just going to go straight up.
And how long will it take? Or maybe you said that.
18 months.
Pretty quick.
Yeah, but there's two periods between March 1st and June 30th where we can't be in the water. We have to stop
Right.
because of spawning.
Excuse me. I'm a constituent, and I was here on the tour earlier at 10, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself to RIOC. I don't want to speak on behalf of the entire community, but my piece is a little different in that I am very. This will be a great loss for me personally. I think losing all of this. I think that the natural space that we have here is unique on Roosevelt Island. If you walk around the island, you won't find something this green. And I think it's even more unique if you think about New York City. I think there's few people who are able to get access to a space like this and see little red birds eating mulberries, smell all the different blossoms that come here. I know for me, I come here to read, I come here to work, and the only other place that I can think that kind of is like this is like maybe the Ramble in Central Park. So it's a big loss. I understand that there's like a bigger need here, and that this is important work that needs to happen. So, and that work I understand, will outweigh, I think, that concern. I think it's for the long term, it's better. But it is still a great loss for me. So it's nice to see that RIOC was able to listen to the community and make adjustments to those plans. And at least the eastern side is, somewhat going to come back to the way that it is now.
The natural.
But I don't think it'll be that fast. I don't think it'll be a 100% replacement. And on this shore, the plan is completely different. So I know that RIOC talked about the survey that went out, and the community wanted access to the water. I remember taking that survey, very vague recollection of it. And I remember being sort of like excited about the idea that work was going to be done here. But when that survey went out, I think it was like, would you like to have access to the water? And of course the answer is yes, I'd love it. It didn't say it's going to come at the cost, though, of cutting down all these trees and getting something which is going to be much more artificial in place. So I personally don't feel like I was able to make an informed decision about what the plans for the park were. And I would like to see, if the work has to proceed and if it's too late to change, what's going to happen on this shore, I would really love to see RIOC do more to sort of preserve and, maintain the natural resources that we do have on the island. They matter to me. I think they matter to a lot of residents, which is why the community is speaking up about this. So I was sort of talking earlier, it would be great if we have all these like empty lawns here. Elsewhere on the island, it would be great if RIOC sort of was more proactive about giving the community real natural space, not just like LIC, which is a nice park, but it's not that. I walk there all the time, and I sort of continuously surprised by what I see there. So I hope that you can make a difference in some way. I would be very grateful.
Well, give me an example of what you'd like to see in the. I just see a lawn. Tell me. I'm a big birder, so I know. I live right across the street from the Ramble, so I'm very familiar with it.
Well,
so tell me what.
Yeah. So what's I think is the words that come to mind when I think about that side is complex and fractal, right? It's just like it's very mixed. It's like all sorts of things. Yeah. It's very intertwined. There isn't like a sort of like rhyme or reason to it, but it's still sort of like has this beauty about it. And I don't see like the cherry blossoms are gorgeous. But, I'm very happy that we have them, but it's you can see that it's linear. It's made by human beings, and it doesn't quite give me the relief.
Would it look like the High Line, which I love? I don't know if you love the High Line.
I like it, but that's not what. Yeah, we have so much of that in the city already. This is rare. There's not much.
Natural,
yeah.
I just don't know how you
so the first meeting it was raised that mountain. We used to have wild flowers on it, and it was before my time. And they said they would cut down for security reasons. I talked to Chief Brown and asked him if that was the case. I don't think he was here at the time. But what I've suggested is they email me what they think they would like to see, and we would definitely consider it.
We could work with you on that. There may be situations where all the different kinds of plants can be and more what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'd be
Yeah, we can
we'd
do
be
that.
willing to listen and work and
Thank
try
you.
to come up with.
Thank you for
Yeah.
your
And you know the other place, I just want to give you an amazing story, which you may know, but 72nd Street and Broadway was a park, many years. So many rats that you could just step over them in the morning, fine. Along came a volunteer botanical garden, changed it to 100%. It was all, just stuff. Changed it to 100% natural species. The rats went away.
Oh wow.
So I'm just saying, this is not a rat issue, but he did. Then to me, I think you know better than I. But the native plants actually make a difference.
Yeah, no, I
So
mean,
that if
yeah.
we could help with that, I think that might address some of your concerns.
I mean, I'm talking about a personal level, but I know that even like at the policy level, the difference that nature makes on people's health,
Right, but-
on the long-term horizon for climate change and all of that.
And having
Yeah.
the New York native is a big deal,
Yeah.
as opposed to those that are not.
So just for you, and you can see this on the
The
website.
botanical might be the way to talk.
You can see it on the website, but what we're going to be replanting are going to be all native
All native.
plants.
It makes a big difference. I'll give you the name of the guy at the botanical.
That'd be awesome. Thank you.